Welcome back, folks. This is Tina, aka Teemaw, as my grandchildren call me, for another edition of Everything Needs Bling. So I'm getting ready to go to the Ohio Great Lakes Retreat next week, and I have fished out this box. It is like a covered cardboard box. It says Share Your Sparkle, which is absolutely perfect for me. I bought this years ago at, I think it was Dollar General that I bought this at. It has a magnetic clasp, and I'm going to be keeping all of my rings of bling in here that I plan to bring to the retreat if I need to help anybody with their canvases, to show them to help them choose what kind of bling they need on their canvas. So I'm going to be keeping my rings in here, which I guess I will now call it Rings of Bling because I like that. And you know what? The box isn't sparkly enough. Yes, it says sparkle, and this has a little holographic sheen. Yay. But you know I've got to add some sparkle here, right? Yep. So I'm going to do my go-to. If you haven't used any of our sparklers yet, my go-to is original sparklers for many things that I have. You need that in your stash, original sparklers. If you don't know where to start, always get one of our mini sets. That's the best place to start. I'm going to be using this dot stick adhesive by Diamond Dots, which you can get on Amazon. I'll try to link that in the below this description. I have my handy dandy plate, a drill tray that comes with the kit that I plan on throwing away anyway, my handy dandy paintbrush, some toothpicks. I have some paper towels and ones that's wet as well. There's my original sparklers. Already poured some dot stick into the tray, and we are gonna start sparkling it up. Okay, so instead of covering, now in the past, let's see, and again, you can just see my process. In the past, I've painted or glue all over the entire word. And I will tell you, it's a little hard to read once I do that. Here's an example of one I did. This was last year's, it was at the Christmas thing when we pre-recorded an hour video. Charity and I did this together. No, it wasn't Christmas. I think it was in October. It was around Thanksgiving for the Christmas premieres. That's what it was, Christmas premieres. And we created this together, and then I, of course, had to bling it up, which is what I do. So when I covered this word sparkle with original sparklers, you couldn't read it well. So I had to go over the top of each one of those with a black magic marker, and then you could actually read the word. So I might do that again this time and just paint all together instead of skipping. I think I might do that instead of dotting. See, on the last project, if you saw that release, this last project, I dotted around the box here, but I did cover this whole line back to back. So that's what I think we're going to do. So we're going to go back to back, and we're going to paint this and fill it in. Yep, that's what we're going to do. You got to do it pretty thick. I'm going to try to stay in the middle of those letters. You got to do it thick. Too thin and it won't stick well. So you got to do it thick enough, and it will take a good 30 minutes at least to dry. And I'm trying. I wanted to be in the bed by now, but I have 2 doctor's appointments tomorrow. One by phone, and one chiropractor appointment that's in town. And I have to get this loaded up as I'm packing everyday things for the retreat. And I got my rings done today, and I want to put them in this box, and I just cannot take this box, this plane. Nope. Gotta do some special stuff. So this is what we're doing tonight, and I want to record it for y'all, because could I go ahead and do this all by my lonesome? Of course I could, and listen to my book Right now I'm currently listening to Monster by Frank Peretti. Yeah, I read this that many years ago, and I didn't remember a whole lot about it, and I don't know what made me look it up again lately. Maybe because I am reading or have listened to other Frank Peretti books this year, and I just looked it up on YouTube. So I am listening to a very poorly read version of that book, but it's been kind of funny because it's so poor. It's been kind of funny. Now in this R, it gets so skinny, I'll probably pull out, and in here in the P, it gets so skinny, I will probably pull out my sparklers for squares, the S for S, in order to make that look good and round the corners, etc. All right. So I'm finishing up that book, Monsters, which, again, it's just funny listening to that again after all these years. And that, I love books. I have thousands of books in our library. I love reading books. I have to read a book every night before I go to bed to, I don't know what actually, like declutter my mind. Helps me quit thinking about everything because my mind doesn't want to stop. Recently I found out I have partial gene mutation on the COMT methyl gene, which is the one that you have racing innocuous thoughts even, that you can't necessarily fall asleep well. So I have to read, also take magnesium, melatonin, and GABA, all the good things to help me go to sleep. I actually went to bed last night in the 12 o'clock hour, and I just laid there and realized I didn't take all my supplements, so I had to get up and go take them. Since this is on white, it's going to be a little bit harder to see when that dries. So that's definitely going to be where I do original sparklers. I will come back and show you that. Now, as I'm sitting here looking here, there's all these lines that I don't know if I want to get off. Sparkle will be great. So that'll be my sparkle box, and maybe I should just leave it at that. Or should I go for a little bit more bling? What do y'all think? What do you think I'm going to end up doing? I don't know what I'm going to end up doing. I just know this has to be sparkled, period. That I know. Anything else? I don't know. It's just something I think about. I do not know at this point. I'm thinking. You know how when you do letters, sometimes you'll see a dot, dot, dot. I wonder if they should have, dot, dot, dot here or here. Obviously, this one will be all dotted, the whole thing. Or if I should come in here and fill in a few of these rectangle or shapes, different shapes. I do have the royal purples here. That's all different kind of purples. I love all colors. Obviously, my favorite color is rainbow. Now, if I had to pick one out, it would be pink. But this box isn't pink. I wonder if I could add pink to it. Here's hot pink. Let's see. So here's hot pink. I wonder what that would look like. Let's see. There's light pink. There's light pink. Sparkler's light pink, which is very light on here. It's not my favoriteest color. Ooh, we even have pink opal. Let's see. I have my handy dandy ARTDOT drawers right close by. These ARTDOT drawers. All my stash has been organized in there. This color for me, aqua, these inserts that we make, that means that this is sparklers for squares. And I will need the original out of here. Let's see. And here's the other one. see what else we have. There's the light pink. Here's the original. I'm going to need the small original, we know that. And there's a rose. Ooh, yeah, that's looking like more my style there. There's a rose. And, ooh, here's rainbow rose. So rainbow rose has different color pinks in there. It looks like it has some green too. There's rainbow rose. Here's pink opal. So there is pink opal right here. So a lighter shade. Oh, we have white opal. I wonder what that would look like. I don't know, guys. What should I do? Should these words share your be in white opal? That sounds yummy. I wonder if that would be good. So there's white opal, tickled pink. There's tickled pink right there. Ooh, gosh. Okay. And there's also fairy dust. So here's tickled pink. Wow. Okay, we have some choices. Let's see. Fairy dust is here. There you go. So this is, oh, this looks really good on here too. But tickled pink is so pretty. Good gracious, y'all. All right, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a little more figuring while this is still drying and figure out what I'm going to do here. And I'll come back and let you know what I decide. So this is my process, and you're seeing my process. A lot of times you'll see the before picture, you might see me paint on some glue, and then you see the after picture. But you're not always involved in my process, and that's what I want to let y'all see and how I do this, because we know that everything needs bling. Okay, I'll see you in a little bit. We'll see what I decide. Welcome back, folks. It took me a lot longer than I expected. This is actually a couple days later and had a few doctor's appointments yesterday, but here is the current finished product. Share your sparkle box. I put slivers in violet color along with the sparklers purple royal purples in all the spaces that didn't exactly fit. See that? This one is white opal, sparklers white opal. This one is Sparklers Opal Glow Glass Pearl. And occasionally I would have to use the Sparklers for squares also on these same colors in the smaller spaces. And on here I use the original Sparklers, but I did have to put little black dots right on top so that you could read the words better. And I even thought about, again, going all different color rainbow sparklers up in these spaces, but I have to get ready for the Ohio retreat, which we leave for next week. So everybody has agreed to stop my sparkling right now and get all my rings of bling packed up for the trip and go on to the next project. So that is what I'm going to do, folks. And I've appreciated you watching once again. I just want to share with you a little bit of my process and how I like to put a little bling on everything. So remember to shine bright and don't let anyone dull your sparkle. Bye now.